Recently, a client called me and said, I was walking and I was hit by a car. What do I do in this scenario? I think sometimes we get caught up in thinking of automobile collisions as only being between two automobiles, and that's not the case. There are bicycle collisions with automobiles. There are obviously motorcycles, but there's also pedestrians or people that are crossing the street or walking and they are struck by a moving motor vehicle. In that scenario, it's still an auto accident, an automobile claim against the insurance carrier, and we handle it very much like we do a typical intersection collision. However, there are some differences. First of all, many times, because you're not encompassed or encapsulated in a car, you're not inside a car where you're more protected, the injuries tend to be greater. When a human body is hit by a car, for obvious reasons, the injuries are greater. And so the client is almost immediately, they're out of work, they don't have income because they're not able to work, they've got medical bills coming in, they're on this slippery slope, this downward spiral, if you will, in their life, and this wreck has caused that. And all the things start stacking up, pressures start piling up for them. There's a lot of steps you can take to help with that. And we get involved and we jump in quickly on that because we want to be sure that the police report is accurate. We want to be sure, get a copy of that. We want to get statements from everyone. In that type of scenario, there's often witnesses that are because the crossing happens at intersections, there's often witnesses that are at businesses on corners, that other pedestrians see things, talk to other drivers. There tends to be a he said, she said in that scenario where the at-fault driver who hit my client is saying that my client did something wrong when really they're just crossing the street where they're supposed to be crossing the street. And the medical bills start piling up. So we go in these things hard. We make sure that the client is taken care of. One thing that's important that we look at is our own client's automobile policy. Because our own client's automobile policy, if they have Medpay under their policy, which is short for medical payments, and by the way, I've done another video on insurances and why we want to pursue those, and Medpay is covered in that. You might check that out here on our site. But Medpay is something that is immediately accessible by you through your own car insurance if you're injured in a motor vehicle accident, regardless of fault. And a motor vehicle accident just needs to involve a car. So if you're a pedestrian hit by a car, it's a motor vehicle accident, and you can pursue your Medpay and access that to pay your medical bills. And as I discussed in the other video, the beauty of that is when the case settles, we will negotiate with your auto insurance company so that they contribute to the attorney's fees and contribute to the expenses that you had to get your case settled so that you get more money in your pocket. And it also immediately pays your medical bills. One of the things that's important after any car wreck, whether it's a pedestrian or a car, but especially a pedestrian, is to not ignore your injuries. I've had a number of clients that didn't suffer a fracture, broken bone or anything, but they got knocked to the ground very hard. It was a very hard impact and they got knocked to the ground. And at the time the adrenaline's pumping, the adrenaline's flowing, and they're ignoring or maybe not even recognizing the injuries that they have at the scene. So their response to the scene is, I'm fine, I'm fine. They want to jump up and shake it off and I'm fine. And then they get a day or two later and they're not so fine and they have a lot of problems. So please be aware of that. If that happens to you or if it has happened to you, to get the right medical treatment, seek proper medical treatment. Don't ignore it. You've done nothing wrong and you should be treated properly and you should get the proper medical attention that you deserve.